What's up, everybody? We got some Crimson Vow draft boosters today with the lovely Soren on the cover, who is basically Dracula. So we've got these buy a box toppers for Castle Dracula. So there's two because there's two boxes here. They're going to be different videos, but they'll be different. They will for sure be different. All right. Let's get to it, guys. Oh, and it's the buy a box promotion that the Castle Dracula is for. This is a different thing. Let's see. Ooh. Search the Count's Castle. Thirst for discovery. Is this their new etched foils? Seems pretty cool. All right. There we go. Pack number 1. That's a good card. Be anything you want. Unhallowed Phalanx, a Mountain, and Winged Portent. Bloodsworn Squire, Valorous Stance, and Into the Night. And, well, Bramble Armor. God, I hate that they put Bramble Armor in this set. It's dumb. Nobody plays that card. It's like, why would you include that? Just because you couldn't fill that role for another card or something? I don't know. It does not seem like a worthwhile endeavor. Where did I put the lands there? Ooh, Helena and Elena. Partners. This card is very good. Every freaking combat, you put X or the power. So 2 the first time, and if you put it on itself, oh wait, no, it has to be something else. You just get some buff spells and boom, you're putting a ton of counters on everything. Geist, Dark Heart, Ancestral, Shield, Syncopate, Griff Riders, Dreadlight Monstrosity. That one's pretty good when you have a ton of mana. And of course the Vampire Loving enchantment for 1, which is also a -2/-2. Such a good card. We got Plains. Torrens, Fist of the Angels. Training is fairly good, I think, in this set, but I don't know. There's a lot of counter magic stuff that tends to ruin their day when they try and play that card. Piercing. Skywarp Scab. Steelclad Spirit. Alright. Pack number 4. Got a Wolf Token. Yeah. Forest. Patchwork Crawler. Exile target creature from a graveyard. Put +1/+1 counter on Patchwork Crawler. All activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with it. Oh, that's going to be crazy to deal with. Luckily, I have not played against that card yet, but not really looking forward to it. It's not that one. That one's pretty good, though. So, there's some really interesting cards that are really powerful in this set, but they need decks built specifically around them because otherwise they don't do anything. Sanctify, foil. That's Island and Stencia Uprising. We got Alluring Suitor, Bride's Gown, and Wash Away. And then Weaver Blossoms, Toxic Scorpion, Blood Petal Celebrant, Persistent Specimen, Unholy Officiant. That border looks pretty good. Looks more black than white though. Or mark artifact. Stitched Assistant, Diagraph Scavenger, Flame Blessed Bolt, and Cradle of Safety. The baby. Get the baby. It's actually not too horrible of a card, and I've seen it played quite a bit where it was actually effective, so don't knock the baby. Cemetery Gatekeeper. Yeah, this is interesting card. You can make it them suffer for playing lands if you exile the land with a blood token, or discarded a land with a blood token. You can basically make all of their land plays cost them 2 life. Also you, but you know, if you have enough mana at that point, like if you draw it later in the match, it can be pretty hilarious watching them play a land and like, why did I just lose 2 life? That doesn't make any sense. That one's cool. Sigarda Summons. Oh, everything with counters becomes an angel with 4/4 base power. Ooh, that's interesting. Boarded Window. Desperate Farmer. Wolf Strike, Massive Might, Traveling Minister, Falconrouse Celebrants, Undying Malice, Nurturing Wretched Throng, and Blood Crazed Socialite, and Blood Servitor. This is just so bloody. So much blood in this set. Like, what are you expecting? Not to be blood with vampires? What? Copy. Oh, just anything. Concealing Curtains. Transform into the Revealing Eye. When this creature transforms into a Revealing Eye, target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. If you do, that player discards that card, then draw the card. Interesting. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe it's good. Maybe not. Sheltering Boughs and the Festivities, the worst card in the set. I mean, 1 damage to everything is kind of horrible, but 1 mana isn't too bad for it. Selhoff and Tumor. God, I hate there's so many restrictions. Discard a creature card instead of just discard a card. Yeah. Like, come on, you really think that description? There was even a card that was errated already, and it like before the pre-release events were going on. That's really looking good. Gluttonous Guest. And we got a Plains. Ooh, Bruno Stromkirk. This thing is cool. Reveal the top card of your library. You may reveal that card. Look at the top card. You may reveal that card. If a creature card with mana value 6 or greater is revealed, transform. I played this and successfully transformed it with 1 card that was in my deck with enough mana value. And then this, whenever it attacks, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of another target attacking creature. If that creature is a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, or Serpent, create 2. So I had I think it was a Kraken in this, another, maybe an Octopus, or it was one of these, and so it doubled it, and then it both had Exploit, and it was just like, oh, so good. Such a good interaction. Wedding Security and Screaming Swarm. Lantern Bear, Flourishing Hunter, Militia Rallier, Pyre Spawn. That one's pretty good. Parish Blade Trainee, Abrade, Unhallowed Phalanx, and Dreadlight Monstrosity. Dreadlight Monstrosity, sorry. You know, sometimes words just come out. That's the actual words you're trying to say. Yeah, Spirit Token. Swamp. Ooh, got it. Ulvenwald Oddity. Let's just put all the creatures attacking with this big baddie, eating things with his tummy and his mouth. The big baddie. Because it's so cheap. It's 4/4/4/4 that becomes an 8/8 at night. Like, come on. Or no, it transforms. Never mind. That one's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the one that puts in lands. Cultivator Colossus. Well, that one is green as well, but maybe we'll get that one. Maybe. Bleed Dry. All right. Almost done with the first stack. Let's see. Blood. Innocent Traveler. Oh, that's really dark. The etched kind of looks interesting. Huh. Oh, it's back too. Wait, that's not quite the same texture. Weird. Weird. Alright, Howling Moon. Beginning combat, target wolf. Werewolf you control gets +2/+2. Second spell, create a wolf token. Oh, that's probably pretty good. Vampire. And retrieve. Fearful Villager, Dawnheart Disciple, Piercing Light, Wanderlight Spirit, Bloody Betrayal, Stitched Assistant, Lightning Wolf, Pointed Discussion, and Scattered Thoughts. That's the one that I got on the box stopper. Or no, there's for Discovery. Yeah. Isn't it? Oh no. No, that wasn't that one. Well, I'm just wrong. That's fun. That's a useless card. Swamp. Dying to Serve. Whenever you discard one or more cards, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. Why did they switch away from the disturbed stuff? Was that just like a one set mechanic? Seems like a lot of these zombies are way more powerful when they're just zombies and not disturbed zombies. But it's Innistrad. I don't know why they switched it out. Seems dumb. Repository Scab, Grizzly, Ritual. Man, that's bloody. All right, stack one done. Put all the columns over here. Got a Foil Mountain. Well, I guess it goes. Path of Peril. Destroy all creatures for the cleave. Nice. Orzhov. It's expensive for what it is. Basically, two mana value. Soul Cipher Board, Sawblade Slinger, Magma Pummeler. And we got the Desperate Farmer, Wolf Strike, Undying Malice, Belligerent Guest, Nebelgast, Beguiler, Doomed to Center, Stitched Assistant, Bleed Dry, and Selhoff Entomber. You gotta get those Entombers for all your graph diggers to keep their jobs. Because they probably should unionize. Dress to Kill, Emblem, Halana again. Okay. That's number... Wasn't the other one in the first? No, it was second or third. Okay. Infestation, Expert, Sanguine Statuette, and Lunar Rejection. Weaver of Blossoms, Snarling Wolf. I hate... This is actually a decent card that's in both sets that I'm okay with, but come on, Bramble Armor? Really? Brambles? You gonna put those in a set that you just released back to back? You guys like taking a vacation? With all the money you're making from this? Damn. Wizards. Come on. Ooh, Dream Shackle Geist. Catapult Fodder, Wandering Mind, and Parasitic Grasp. Ragged Recluse, Witch's Web, Moldgraph Millipede, Bloody Betrayal, Siphon Essence, Fierce Retribution, Lacerate Flesh, Cruel Witness, Sigarda's Imprisonment, and Gluttonous Guest. The Gluttonous Guest is better in foil, I think. But, you know, that's just me. Human Soldier and an Apprentice Sharpshooter. Foil. Swamp. And another Castle Dracula. Cool. Don't need another... Well, I guess I need a couple. Is that line? What was that? It's like a weird line. Right there. Huh. It's like not there when you have light on it, but it catches light. Huh. Okay. Dread Fugue, Skull Scab. Fearful Villager, Bramble Armor, Piercing Light, Vampire Kiss, Falcon Wrath Celebrants, Heron of Hope, Wretched Throng, Flame Blessed Bolt. That's decent. Basically Shock, but exiles. And Pointed Discussion. It's not any target, sure, but Planeswalkers and creatures are pretty much most of what you want to deal damage to most of the time with a shock. Estwald Shield Basher. Where's the foil in this? There it is. And then we got Mountain Eroof Tormented Prophet. I like this card style. Or this art. It's really cool. These demons are tormenting her, man. Leave her alone. Radiant Grace, Geistlight Snare, Rending Flames. Drogsoul Infantry, Spore Crawler, Wanderlight Spirit, Ancestral Anger, Sanctify, Dreadlight Monstrosity, Heron Blessed Geist. Aim for the head, Sky Warp Scab. Alright, halfway through stack 2. Plains? Mirror Hall Mimic. You may have Mirror Hall Mimic enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it's a spirit in addition to other types. And then later, beginning upkeep, create a token. It's a copy of enchanted creature, except it's a spirit. Ooh. That's cool. Just like, I would like all of these creatures to be copied. Thank you. Lantern Bear, Mulch, Epicure, Estwald, Shield Basher, Daybreak, Persistent Specimen, Unhallowed Phalanx, Blood Servitor, Repository Scab, and Mindleech Ghoul. We got Forest and Inspired Idea. Draw 3 cards for 5. Okay. Wolfkin Outcast, Ollenbach Escort, Undead Butler, Weary Prisoner, Weary Prisoner, Apprentice Sharpshooter, Sheltering Boughs, Vampire Slayer. Reckless Impulse. These goblins are fucking up to no good. Unholy Officiant. Griff Rider. Cradle of Safety. Rot Tide. And Evolving Wilds. Cool. I don't want that card. Probably have 70,000 Evolving Wilds. Mountain and Cemetery Protector. This is actually cool. Exile card, play a land or cast a spell. So instead of the other red one that's a protector, this one makes a 1/1 creature every time they do either a land. And it's whenever you. So it's not against any player, which is cool. Only you get the benefit, or you don't have the negative that the other one does. All right. Hookhand Mariner, Recruit, Massive Might, Blood Petal, Celebrant, Crushing Canopy, Nurturing Presence, Fire Spawn, Selhoff Entomber, Gift of Fangs, and a Braid. Plains. Edgar. There you are. There you are, dude. Other vampires get +1/+1. When it dies, transform it into a coffin. And then make white and black vampires until it's 3 turns. This is cool too. Blood Tide Harvester, Storm Chaser Drake, and Vampire's Vengeance. Ragged Recluse, Flourishing Hunter, a Dawnheart Disciple, Traveling Minister, Undying Malice, Lacerate Flesh, Perish Blade Trainee, Gluttonous Guest, and Sigarda's Imprisonment. Forest and Dread Feast Demon. This is rad. You just sack a creature and it becomes a token of this. So that's hard to deal with. Mischievous Catgeist. Look at that cute cat. And then it becomes a Cat's Cradle. You just draw cards. And then we got Witness the Future and Retrieve. Fearful Villager, Toxic Scorpion, Sporeback Wolf, Honored Heirloom, End the Festivities, Heron of Hope, Scattered Thoughts, Blood Fountain, Fear of Death, and Lightning Wolf. 2 more in this middle column. Ooh, Scattered Thoughts. Swamp and Grolnak the Omnivore. It's pretty good. Lambholt Raconteur, Lantern of the Lost. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Go card. Weird. You just keep exiling stuff. Okay. Groom's Finery. Desperate Farmer, Witch's Web, Falcon Mask Celebrant, Supernatural Rescue, Siphon Essence, Belligerent Guests, Blood Crazed Socialite, and Wretched Throng, and Unhallowed Phalanx. Alright, last one in the middle. Island and Sundown Pass. These lands are so good for all the commander decks because there's like you're gonna have more than 2 lands. Brine Comer, Brine-bound Gift, just create a 1/1 spirit whenever it becomes a target of an aura. So Spirit Aura deck probably be good. Spiked Ripsaw, and Arm the Cathars. Weaver of Blossoms, Mulch, Snarling Wolf, Fierce Retribution, Vampire's Kiss, Hungry Ridgewolf, Heron Blessed Geist, Chill of the Grave, Mind Leech Ghoul, Repository Scab. That one's cool. All right, third row. Let's see what we get. Come on, Olivia. We want the bride. Definitely dominating vampire. Well, that's kind of cool. So you can just have all of their creatures. Yeah, it's a built-in steal your friends, your opponent's creatures, and use it for a turn. Vampire Slayer, Heirloom, Doom Dissenter, Rift Rider, and Chill of the Grave. There's this pack 26 or something. Voice of the Blessed. Cleric. Whenever you gain life. Yes, everything. Plains. And an ill-tempered loner. Sorry, you're so ill-tempered, buddy. Maybe you'd like to be a Howlpack Avenger. All it has to be is nighttime. Alright. Edgar's Awakening, Crawling Infestation, and Runebound Wolf. Nightly Ancestor, Blood Petal, Daybreak, and Cruel Witness. Sorry, I don't really want to read all of them anymore. It's getting to be a mouthful and taking longer than I want it to. Almost at 30 minutes, and we're not even almost done. Demonic Bargain. This is good and constructed. Probably not much else. Diver Scab. Oh no, Laid to Rest. No wait, it could actually be good in Commander because you're gonna have 100 cards in your deck, so 13 is not a big deal, unless you accidentally exile the one you want. Hookhand, Toxic Scorpion, Apprentice Sharpshooter, Traveling Minister, and we've read those before, so they're not a big deal. Unless they're a big deal, then you should like, comment, and subscribe and tell me what you think, because that would really tell me what, you think. Faithbound Judge. This is fairly good. I like this one. It can attack as though it didn't have Defender, and then when it dies, it enchants the player, and then when it gets 3 counters, they lose the game. And that's pretty good. Tried to get it off in my sealed, but it did not happen. Brambleworm. That's okay. I'm okay with the Brambleworm, but not the Bramble Armor. Come on. The Baby. And Death. Fear of the Death. Oof. Wash Away. Let's see, where is it? Ooh, there's it. Forest and Lantern Flare. Deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. X is the number of creatures you control. Whenever Panic Bystander or another creature you control dies, you gain 1 life. Huh. That's cool. I like life. Adamant Will, Blood Fountain, and Grisly Blood Ritual. It's probably what it should have been called. But, Wizards just wants to keep it simple. Island and by invitation only. Yeah, this is cool. Choose a number between 0 and 13. Each player sacrifices that many creatures for 5. Not too bad. Okay, stay. Twinblade Geist, Dawnheart Geist, and Archghoul of the Raven. Binding, Sporback, Stoneheart. Serpentine Ambush is cool. Alchemist Retrieval. Oh, I hate that shit. God, don't return things. Just don't play blue. That's the real thought provoker. You just don't play blue, and you don't have to deal with being the guy who's returning everybody else's stuff to the other people. Just like, I don't want to play it again. I played it once. If you don't want it in play, counter it, right? If you're playing blue, whenever a human you control dies, draw a card, because then they're laid to rest. And you go through a cathartic experience and you figure out what you want in life, and then you draw that card, I guess. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, you gain 2 life. So strongly modified people dying is really important, I guess. Creepy Puppeteer. This one's fairly strong if you have little babies attacking. Human Wizard. And then we got some of the same stuff. Yeah, we've seen all those. Oh no. Dropped it, guys. I don't think they're in the same order. Island and Anya, Maid of Dishonor. Oh yeah, that one is a common. Wolfkin, Wash Away, and Bride's Gown. Blinding Geist. And those are all repeats. I mean, at this point, I expect repeats, I guess. Alright. We got Mountain. Shattered Sanctum. Ooh, Orzhov. That's good. I like that. We need that land. Okay. Gutter Skulker. Markov Waltzer. Flying Haste. How you waltzing in the air, dude? Come on. Freaking vampires. What do they think they can just fly everywhere or something? Drog Soul, Infantry, Syncopate, and Stitched Assistant. Alright. 2 more after this one. So this is 34. Swamp and Consuming Tide. Each player chooses a non-land permanent they control. Return all non-land permanents not chosen this way to the owner's hand. Then you draw a card for each opponent who has more cards in their hand than you. That's complicated. Wait, Biolume Egg, Cartographer's Survey, and Fleeting Spirit. Sheltering Boughs, Lightning Wolf, and Ceremonial Knife. Come on, Olivia, I know you're in this box. Come play with your husband, Mark Edgar. Forest and Cultivator. Oh, that's good. This guy is what I was looking for earlier. So this one is power and toughness equal number of lands. Enters the battlefield, you may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. If you do, draw a card and repeat. That repeat is just too much if you build around it. There's already been decks built that basically just lands and that plus you win. Let's see, Diagraph and Ritual. All right, last pack. Plains and a Curse of Hospitality. Okay, well, this card I hate. Playing against this card, I got every land that I needed to draw exiled, and then they played half of them after they had already discarded them to blood tokens. I'm just like, come on, you took all my lands after you freaking squandered yours. Like, what kind of hospitality just gives people what they squandered? Come on. Command. Courier and Alchemist Retrieval. Alright, guys. That was fairly good. I got Mr. Markov. We've got Anya. We got the Colossus. We got the Faithbound Judge. Voice of the Blessed. Grolnak. Dreadfast Demon. Edgar. Ceremonial Protector is cool. Eruth. Another Estate. The Dream Shackle. And we got the Ubenwald Oddity. Runo. Concealing Curtains. Gatekeeper. Torrens. Halana. And a Winged Portent. Alright, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. If you like it, subscribe. There'll be more. And if you really like it, you can get notified, because otherwise you'll never know when these come out. So you should probably do that. You should probably like, subscribe, and ding the bell. Ding! Have a good one, guys.